Let me start off this video by dropping this right here.
Starfield, I loved it. I mean, it's been controversial as a game as well, right? Todd Howard in general. I mean, there's a lot of like controversy around Bethesda, but I have to say, Bethesda games, there's something about them that are just so rich in that world. And, you know, I'm leveling up my dude and using all the exploits to get infinite money and steal things.
Did you make your character look like you?
No, God, no.
Why not? You're handsome.
Thank you, but my character is extremely young and extremely handsome.
What we are not going to do, guys, is this.
When is it gonna be alright? When? When? Every year it's the same thing. The same thing.
These ponies are not eating like us. These ponies aren't drinking like us this year. Let's face it. We have been eating and drinking and winning for the entire year of 2023. While they have been starving. They have been hungry. As a matter of fact, their mouth has been more ashy than Ashy Larry from the lack of games.
Why do they call him Ashy Larry? Well, there's your answer.
Ashy Larry, Marcy Projects, Marcy son, what?
For the entire year, these ponies was not eaten. Sony is trying to convince these guys that they have been getting food.
I don't got time for you weak my
Ponies.
starving. My son Elijah, y'all starving. Who just threw that ball? Elijah, are you starving? No, you not. Why would you say that? You just ate. Now again, Elijah, are you starving? Myson, are you starving? Are you well fed, right? We got a lot of food in this house, right? You know I love you, right?
So at the end of the day, guys, let these ponies get the Game of the Year nominee. They have one game being nominated. Let them get it. That's all they have for the entire year. All PlayStation was able to produce was one game. Let they have it. We won a lot this year. And a matter of fact, let's look at 3 ways Microsoft won 2023. Let's get it.
This is a sickness.
Let's get it. Number 3, Game Pass. Yes, in 2023, Microsoft outdid themselves with Game Pass because Game Pass kept giving us game after game after game every month, and not just shovelware games, but we are talking about big AAA third-party games, best indie games. You know, Game Pass really did, give us a value for our money this year in 2023. Let's just look at a few examples of how Game Pass really gave gamers games this year. In the month of January, we had Monster Hunter Rise, Persona 3, and Persona 4. Not forgetting the smash hit Hi-Fi Rush. That was just in January. In February, we had 2 major games that stood out in that month. We had a lot of games in February, but the 2 games that stood out was Madden NFL 2023 and Atomic Heart. 2 games that if you did not have Game Pass, you would have to pay over $140. Crazy. And the month of March, we had Wulong Fallen Dynasty. We also had MLB The Show 2023. We even had Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3. All of these games was coming month after month after month. I cannot go and do all the months because it's too many games to even count. While Sony really had no games this year. All they had was Forspoken, which flopped. Final Fantasy 16, which was a good game, but it did have its performance issues. And Spider-Man, which was filled with bugs and really did leave a bad taste in certain Spider-Man fans' mouth. So right away, if we are to look at just games available to the audience, we would see that Microsoft won hands down. There's no competition with what Microsoft did this year when it comes to games. While Sony fans was throughout Twitter Spaces, declaring their hate for Xbox, declaring that Xbox didn't get nominated. This is what Sony fans was doing for the entire year, while Xbox gamers was playing a lot of games via Game Pass. Let's look at the second reason why Microsoft won 2023. Number 2, Starfield. Starfield have to go down in record for breaking the most ponies ever. This game revealed ponies that were in hiding, ponies that were in the closet. This game really did a number on the industry. There was an article coming up every month. There were, YouTubers making videos on Starfield every day, talking about gas planets, talking about the loading screen. Starfield really had the entire industry in a tailspin. The mere fact that this game was Xbox exclusive really hurt some persons. And when the sales eventually came out for Starfield, that put the icing on the cake, helping persons to see that the Xbox fans really went out and supported Starfield. In addition to that, the PC fans came out and support Starfield. So the sales was undeniable. It beat Spider-Man, getting 6 million copies sold in just a day, and really setting all sorts of records. Starfield did this. Yes, and Starfield is not dead yet. Starfield is still being played and enjoyed by many people throughout the world. And that brings us to the last reason why we could be confident that Microsoft won 2023. The ABK deal. Yes, the ABK deal was approved after everyone was saying that the deal was dead. And when this deal was approved, we could have heard the collective cries of all the Sony fans who really wanted this deal to fail. It sounded something like this. And remember guys, it's always about the games. So Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard has a lot of potential for Xbox fans. Think about how many titles is on Activision Blizzard, and think about the potential of getting all of those games on an Xbox platform. So the fact of the matter is this: Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard. Now Microsoft is stronger. Microsoft is finally reaching his final form, as it were. Look at the games, look at these lists of games, and look at this and tell me if you are not seeing a bright future for Microsoft. Think about the showcase that happened not too long ago, where we see game after game after game. Look at these titles. So when it is, online, there is a narrative being posted, like if it is that Microsoft needed this nominee. No, Microsoft have been nominated by the people. Microsoft have been nominated by the gamers. Yes, Microsoft has a bright future ahead. So we know that right now most Sony fans don't know what is the future for their games. They don't know what they have ahead. They might call Wolverine, they might hope Wolverine is going to be released in 2024, but we know better, right? So let me hear what you think about how Microsoft basically won 2023. Do you think what I said is correct? Or do you think Microsoft had a terrible year? But let me hear what you think about all these news that was said today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.